Well, they only went and did it. They only went and banned your man, Louis Farrakhan. I didn't think it was going to happen. Now, there did seem to be like a double standard going around with certain people getting banned from certain platforms because of the things they say, the beliefs they have, the theories that they push. And it was mentioned, and I mentioned it before, that Louis Farrakhan, nothing. A man who very recently said, he's not an anti-Semite, he's an anti-termite, which is, it's pretty bad. I mean, comparing Jews to vermin has been, well, a tool used for centuries, and by some very fruity, very nice people. Louis Farrakhan is a wacky old man with some wacky ideas, and I think way too many people prop him up. And he's been spouting anti-Semitic shit for fucking decades. Facts. What pisses me off about the whole Louis Farrakhan situation is you have, especially in let's say the hip hop community for now, so that's something I'm familiar with, and they'll sort of be they'll give Louis Farrakhan a platform, and a lot of people respect him or go meet him, blah 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 blah, and they'll be like, oh, I don't agree with everything he said, but the man's an important messenger, he's, blah 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 blah. But if it comes to Donald Trump, it's no, fuck him, fuck everything. No, if you like him, no, fuck you. What does he say? He says some crazy things. Both of them have said some crazy fucking things. Louis Farrakhan has said crazier things. Check it out. Look it up for yourself. They both have some crazy ideas, but Donald Trump's ideas aren't half as crazy as Louis Farrakhan's. That's for fucking sure. So, I don't like that double standard of oh, let's deplatform this motherfucker, let's deplatform that motherfucker. Louis Farrakhan, well, he yeah, I mean, what he said about the Jews wasn't good, I think anyone who sort of stands for any kind of supremacy, whatever it is not cool in my book. Racial supremacy only leads to bad things. The thought of we are the superior nation, we are the superior being, it's never good. History showed us that countless times. We don't need it written down and shoved. I don't know what I'm talking about. We don't need someone to create a scenario and say, well, this is what could happen. It's happened many times. So there you go on that thing. On that front, do I think he should be deplatformed? No, of course not. The only good thing about this is that they finally addressed it, because like I said, if they're going to ban Alex Jones, then you got to fucking ban Louis Farrakhan. Simple. If that's the line you're walking, if that's how you see things, is that how you see fit to deal with shit? By deplatforming people, some people getting depersoned, then fine, but be consistent about it at least. This is called Manson, by the way. It's for handsome mans. It's high in fiber. Leave me alone. He's just a wacky geezer. I mean, look at him. Who looks wackier, Farrakhan or Alex Jones? I mean, they're not the best two photos there. Only Facebook bans Alex Jones, Louis Farrakhan, and other dangerous individuals. How dangerous is Louis Farrakhan? How dangerous is Alex Jones? In the 60s, Louis Farrakhan was probably considered very dangerous by the FBI, but now, no. Alex Jones, how dangerous is Alex Jones? Dangerously entertaining is what Alex Jones is. We need Alex Jones. I've fallen in and out of love with Alex Jones for 10 years. But more recently, you just realise, we need this guy. He's just fucking... the fact is that there is conspiracy out there, and we should have an open mind. I mean, he talks some wacky shit, and sometimes I'm like, what the fuck is he on about? But sometimes it's like, woo, boy, and he's fucking entertaining. He's way more entertaining. He's one of the most entertaining people on planet Earth. Alright? This man is this man is who Bruce Forsyth would want to be. Can't ban that. It's ridiculous. Now, right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones and Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan are running out of places to espouse their views online. Facebook banned these high-profile personalities and several others from its social media platforms Thursday, becoming the latest tech company to officially declare them persona non grata. Many of them have already been banned from Twitter, YouTube, and Apple's Podcasts app. In addition to Jones and Farrakhan, Facebook also kicked out right-wing extremists Milo Yiannopoulos, Laura Loomer, and Paul Joseph Watson, unless there's someone else called Joseph Watson that I don't know about, who works for InfoWars. White supremacist Paul Nehlen, does anyone know who that is? Who unsuccessfully ran for Congress in 2016 and 2018, and Jones' company InfoWars. The groups will also lose their accounts on Instagram, which is owned by Facebook. I don't know. Any of those people like. I can imagine what an InfoWars Instagram account would be like. We've always banned individuals or organizations that promote or engage in violence and hate, regardless of ideology. Seriously. Like, the Nation of Islam, right? If they ever engaged in violence, it was a long time ago. But not in like the digital age. I haven't heard of the Nation of Islam like doing anything violent of recent times. Milo Yiannopoulos, what violence has he committed? Like, what violence has he stirred up? Laura Loomer, did she like just fucking handcuff herself to Twitter HQ? Paul Joseph Watson, really? This is crazy. Yeah, it's almost like they just banned Farrakhan just so they could have like one token blackface. It really does. Oh, there was a black one too. Like, I swear. Just to make it look like it's diverse. Oh, what a joke. So the process for evaluating potential violators is extensive, and it is what led us to our decision to remove these accounts today. Facebook bans dangerous individuals and organizations that engage in violence or have an ideology that attacks individuals based on race, religion, ethnicity, or sexual orientation. Right, so you're going to ban anti-pedophile Facebook pages? You're going to ban, is that what you're going to do? Is religion, can we not criticize religion? Is that not fine to criticize religion? Something that has a stranglehold on most of the population. Something. We're not going to criticize religion. Okay. Facebook's spokesperson told CNN that the company undertakes a lengthy review process before a ban, looking for factors such as whether someone has called for violence and whether they use hateful slurs to describe themselves in their about section. Imagine your about section says, I think the white man was created in a laboratory in Africa 6,000 years ago. I wonder if it says that. Jones told the Washington Post that Facebook's actions were authoritarian, saying that they never gave him any direct notice, that they found his posts dangerous. You see, the thing is, if you ban people with their ideas and you start calling them dangerous, totalitarian governments have always not like dangerous things. Mass groups of people, concerts, like certain groups weren't allowed to tour certain countries because it was considered dangerous, because all these people congregating, chanting along to the lyrics used to terrify people, terrify certain regimes, power of certain people. So when you start calling people dangerous, it's sort of like, banning Alex Jones, whatever you think of Alex Jones, the fact is, his whole rhetoric is about he's exposing the truth, and by banning him, that props him up. I don't know how you wouldn't understand how that works. Like, as if you just haven't been alive with your eyes open and read about stuff. This is fascinating, but do carry on. The social media network has come under pressure for allowing hate to spread online. His move comes not long after the shootings in Christchurch, New Zealand, in which the killer live streamed a video that was viewed more than 4,000 times on Facebook before it was taken down. It's like, you can't just keep using the Christchurch thing to criticise Facebook. Like, it's live streaming. Anyone can do what the fuck they want. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know, it's like having a go at a fucking mobile phone manufacturer, right? And saying, oh, you know, you've allowed beheading videos to be taken on these mobile phones. Like, people do what they fucking want with it. The timing is never an accident, Angelo Corusconi, president of the liberal organisation Media Matters, told the Post. The reality is people are getting killed. There are mass shootings and mass murders that are clearly being connected to ideas like white genocide, which is fueling radicalisation. The conditions have changed. When you have these massive catalyzing moments that are connected to real life consequences, it puts pressure on Facebook and others to look in the mirror. Are we going to go down the path of, like, when music was supposed to incite violence, incite riot, you know, gangster rap, make people shoot people? Are we going to go that route and just, you know, try and have 1,000 Dolores Tuckers try to ban everything on planet Earth that people just don't like or think? Like, Media Matters, man. Who the fuck are they anyway? Some free speech advocates have cautioned that Facebook's attempts to police hate speech could lead to unintended consequences. When Facebook announced in March that it was upping efforts to ban white nationalism from its platform, ACLU staff attorney Vera Eidelman cautioned that every time Facebook makes the choice to remove content, a single company is exercising an unchecked power to silence individuals and remove them from what has become an indispensable platform. Very good point. Eidelman told NPR nothing is stopping Facebook or other platforms from using that same power to censor content on the other topics such as abortion rights or climate change. For the same reason that the Constitution prevents the government from exercising such power, we should be wary of encouraging its exercise by corporations that are answerable to their private shareholders rather than the broader public. That are answerable to the In posts on other platforms, the banned individuals expressed their displeasure at the decision. I said racism. Reports are true. I have been banned by Facebook, Watson wrote on Twitter. In an authoritarian society controlled by a handful of Silicon Valley giants, all dissent must be purged. Because it took longer than expected for Facebook to purge the accounts, the banned individuals were able to let followers know which other platforms they'd be moving to. Luma was pessimistic about chances of being heard in the future. Looks like you guys will probably never hear from me again. It's only a matter of time before they ban me here too. She wrote on Instagram, thank you for all your support, but I guess it's time for me to go to the gulag. She added, hashtag the bias, a hashtag that has hashtag she has embraced to protest what some conservatives perceive as bias on big social media platforms. That is kind of a thing. So Facebook temporarily banned last month President Trump's social media director Dan Scavino after his postings were flagged by an algorithm. A Facebook spokesperson apologized, explaining that Scavino was banned because he had tagged so many people in his comments that automated bots thought he was a spammer. I'll be looking into this, Trump tweeted. I'll be looking into this. Well, 6 individuals. I've had that before. I've had that when they think you're just fucking some spam bot. It's annoying. The 6 individuals have been banned from the site. Users may still praise those figures on Instagram, share content related to them. It doesn't violate other Instagram and Facebook terms of service, according to the reporting in the Atlantic, which is not what they did to Tommy Robinson, from what I know. Well, this isn't going to stop. This is going to keep going. You know, Farrakhan, but just my thoughts on Farrakhan. You know, I don't think he should be banned. I don't think any of these people should be banned. But, you know, I will call out Farrakhan as a fucking wacky dude, man. But it does seem they've sort of just thrown him in there as like a token, because he doesn't really fit in with the rest of them. He's not really a conservative person. I mean, you know, Farrakhan probably doesn't like any party because it's got white people in it. And Jews. He just, because about Farrakhan, he just can't. I've seen interviews with him where they haven't even mentioned nothing about the Jews, and he just sort of like, he's sort of there just going, sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that, I'm literally feeling the air from the aircon going on the microphone. I feel like I was doing a fucking salute. one of those naughty salutes. But he literally can't, you know, he just can't just not drop the Jews in somewhere. It's just always got to be about the Jews with him, always, you know. And like I said, I just think people who like prop him up and then demonize other people for certain things they've said, you know, that's whack to me. And Farrakhan should be held accountable for the things he said. Do I think he's incited violence against the Jews? I don't know. I don't think Alex Jones has incited violence. I think any of these people really incite violence. You know, they're entitled to say what they want. But apparently not. So you best be watching your mouth online as well, my son. Anyway.